Hey, I'm back. Yo, please me order some food. $50. I know, right? Inflation these days. Ugh. Well, at least the food's good, you know? That would be the worst thing that could happen. Spending $50 on some food? Well, at least there was some deals going on, but still. Plus $15 in not tips, but fees? Really? Really? Like, come on. They're scamming us out here. They're scamming us out here. But, you know, they say, gotta eat to work and work to eat. But, you know, how, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Yeah, you guys know how it goes. Anyways, it's time to test if this is working. It doesn't seem like it is. Oh no. Oh, you know, this is just not gonna work. Let's see. So, how have you guys been? I've been trying to figure this out. Oh man, being streaming is hard to get used to, especially when you're new. Yeah, it's kind of like streaming's a hard job. Yeah, that was a joke. Or maybe it isn't, you know, because I know people joke about content creators. I know. You know, you gotta hate them. I hate them too, but yeah, doesn't mean it's not a real job. They gotta put, well, most people put effort into content, but you know, most who don't get the most views, most money, blah blah blah. You know, and that kind of sucks. But you know, if you can't beat them, join them. And that's why I'm streaming. Gotta make that moolah, dollars, you know, whatever. You know, it's just part of it. But also, you know, try and get better about doing some stuff. Doing something is like this. Okay, it does show me I'm live. Yep. I am live. Okay, what? What's it saying? Oh, okay. Alright, and then my 2 and done. Well, anyways, the title should be fixed now on both, I think. But, you know, want to say hi in chat? Say hello. I'm gonna type chat. Make sure chat works. How you doing? Yeah, this is not working. Is it done? Is it finally connected? It says too active. But I am live. Hold on. Okay, cool. It does show me wrong. So alright, try to fix this. Because it shows me live. I'm live. Yippee! Okay, where'd you go? Man, oh man. Being a nobody is hard. Hey, can you guys even hear me? This one. Hello? Hello? Oh my god, you guys can't hear me. Oh my god, you guys can't hear me. The game. Whoops. Is that better? Or is that better? Is that better? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Expression. Hello? 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 Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Just a little bit of peeking. Just a little bit of peeking. Just a little bit of peeking. I think it's working. I think it's working. I think it's working. Okay, why is it doing that? Anyways. Okay, why is it doing that? Anyways. Just mute it. Sure, it'll be fine. Anyways, so. Critta, whatever you call it. Trying to learn that. So, if you guys have any tips, or anything you can help me, on Krita, or even the stream, please tell me. I need help. Anyways, so back at it again, watching the video, how to use Krita, digital art tutorial for beginners by Winged Canvas. Should probably link it in the chat. All right. Oh wait. Oh, it's got rid of my noise suppressor. So let's just turn that down a bit. So you guys can hear me still, right? Let's see. A little, I guess. Maybe I should move the mic closer to my mouth. Can you guys hear me better now? I think that's clearer. Okay, why is the audio come through? Anyways, so let's start the stream.
If you're looking for free digital art software, Krita offers an overwhelming amount of customization options, shortcuts, and more, but in this video, we'll just start with a simple character using the basic tools and functions offered in the program. So first things first, we want to open Krita up. Mine's below here. It's going to have this colorful icon with a paintbrush over it, and this is what you'll see when you open it up. I'm going to press the new file button or Control N to open up a new canvas, and here you can input your canvas dimensions.
Alright, first things first, let's see. What's the size requirement for these? This is awkward, but oh, hey, how come you guys can see the chat but I can't? Right. Yeah, don't worry about that one, guys. Should probably delete that. But anyways, so
stick with what I have so far. I'm gonna press create, and this is what we have. On the left here is your toolbox.
Anyone here?
It's pretty familiar. And to your top here,
Anyone wanna?
this probably looks a little
just
different.
put out
And
chat.
to your right, we have our color selector, our layers, and our brush library down here. All these individual panels are called dockers, and you can grab them and move them around so you can organize your workspace as you see fit. And the tool options here change depending on what tool you'll have selected on the tool box. If you go to your settings up here, go to Dockers. This menu that pops up will show basically every single Docker you could ever open in Krita. So if you also delete one, say your tool options, you can always go back to the tool Control N to open up a new canvas, and here you can input your canvas dimensions. I'm going to stick with what I have so far. I'm going to press create, and this is what we have. On the left here is your toolbox. Probably looks pretty familiar. And to your top here, we have your toolbar. This probably looks a little different. And to your right, we have our color selector, our layers, and our brush library down here. All these individual panels are called dockers, and you can grab them and move them around so you can organize your workspace as you see fit. And the tool options here change depending on what tool you'll have selected on the tool box. If you go to your settings up here, go to Dockers. This menu that pops up will show basically every single Docker you could ever open in Krita.
Oh,
so if you
wow, there's a bunch of Dockers here, huh?
tool options, whoops, you can always go back
Wow.
to settings and Dockers to take it out again down here.
Who's-
Additionally, while we're there in settings, Dockers,
Who's gonna use all those?
Docker.
Oh,
This I think is called
sure there are
Navigator
people
in,
are.
like, every other R program, and it's kind of usually out by default in other programs, but for Krita it isn't. So that's why I just want to take it out, and it makes things a lot easier since you can kind of see your whole canvas as well as click in it to move around. So this is just for my personal ease. Today we're going to be drawing a mushroom buddy to take us through the cracks and crevices of Krita. So I'm going to select any brush, like this one here. As you can see, my brush is pretty big, so I'm going to go to the size slider here and just kind of drag it down a little bit. I'll select color and then maybe start drawing a sketch. Now that I have my horrendous sketch, if I go here to my layer docker and to the opacity slider, I'm going to just lower it before I press this plus sign in the layer docker to create a new layer for my line art. And this time I'm going to use the shape tool or the ellipse, and I'm going to
that's
drag
interesting.
a circle in.
I thought
I
about
feel like
that.
this might be
Hold
a
on.
little too thick. So
Got
I'm
it.
going there
Ready.
for my line art before I press this plus sign in the layer docker to create a new layer.
Okay,
for my line art. And this
should we just
time,
follow
I'm going
along?
to use the shape
Let's
tool
just
or
follow
the
along.
ellipse, and I'm going
With her.
to drag a circle in. I feel like this might be a little too thick, so I'm going to press Ctrl Z, undo, and then glide my slider down a little bit more, maybe to like a 15-ish type of thickness, and then draw in my mushroom. I'm going to make a new layer for the little face area, and then press the move tool to kind of shift it into place. I'm going to click this little eye icon to kind of turn on and off the layers of my line art just so I can see a little bit better so I know what to erase. So the eraser tool in Krita is a little bit interesting. While there are existing eraser tools right here in the brush library, I can go click one and then making sure I'm on the same layer, I can go and erase a part of it. So I bet you've noticed that there's also this sort of eraser tool up here that lights up when I'm on the eraser brush. That's because in Krita, the eraser tool is not really its own tool, and it's more like a mode that you toggle on. So if I have the airbrush, like so,
I've learned that the
I
hard
go and
way.
toggle on the eraser tool by clicking it here. It will turn my airbrush into an airbrush eraser. This can be pretty cool if you're painting, as it works with pretty much every tool that you have in Krita as well.
I
For
should
example,
probably pause the
I have
video.
this sort of very textured.
My circle is too thick. Hold on. Okay, guys, so let's just see layer 1 where I am drawing. Alright. Okay, why are these all starting as erasers now? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Oops, sorry about that, guys. I'm back now. I had to feed my dog. Anyways, so how you guys been? Let's see. Alright. So back at Rita and gotta transform this into okay, okay, get rid of this vector layer. Yeah, check the video.
Kind of paintbrush. It can be a little bit like the same layer. I can go and erase a part of it. So I bet you've noticed that there's also this sort of and click. There are existing eraser tools right here in the brush, and then press the mushroom. I'm going to make it to kind of shift it into place. I'm going to click this little eye icon to kind of turn on and off the layers of my line art just so I can see a little bit better so I know what to erase. So the eraser tool in Krita is a little bit interesting. While there are existing eraser tools right here in the brush library, I can go click one and then making sure I'm on the same layer, I can go and erase a part of it. So I bet you've noticed that there's also this sort of eraser tool up here that lights up when I'm on the eraser brush. That's because in Krita, the eraser tool is not really its own tool and it's more like a mode that you toggle on. So if I have, say, a airbrush like so, if I go and toggle on the eraser tool by clicking it here, it will turn my airbrush into an airbrush.
Trying to figure out the layer
this can be
system.
pretty cool if
Sorry
you're
about that.
painting, as it works with pretty much every tool that you have in Krita as well. So for example, if I have this sort of very textured kind of paintbrush, it can be a little bit like difficult if I have the hard eraser trying to erase it. But if I just toggle the eraser brush tool on, then I can have this pretty cool textury effect.
Like
and one thing I also want to note as a word of caution, when I said that the eraser tool sort of works for everything, I mean everything. For example, if I have the shape tool selected and then I have my eraser mode toggled on, it will turn my shape tool into an eraser as well. So if you're
that's my
like,
mushroom.
You're using your tools and you're like, dang, what the heck is happening? All my stuff is like erasing things. It's probably because you have the eraser tool toggled on. So you just gotta make sure to toggle it off whenever you're not using it. And now we have our line art. If we right click our layer, it will pop up a bunch of options for us. I'm going to press merge with layer below just so our line art is on the same layer. And now we're going to get into coloring. I'm going to turn off my sketch layer. If you double click your layer, you can also name them. So I'm just going to organize them as well while we're here. Above my sketch layer and underneath my line art layer, I want to create a new paint layer. This is going to be our coloring. I'm going to go to our fill tool here on our toolbox, and I'm going to select orange color. It seems mushroomy enough for us. And then I'm going to press fill. You'll notice that when I had my eraser tool selected in the brush library, like so, when I press fill, it erases. This is because when you have the eraser brush tool selected, it will automatically toggle the eraser tool on. So you might want to be a little bit cautious about that. So remember to have an actual hard brush selected at some point. So we have our fill tool, our red color, paint layer. I'm going to fill. This looks pretty good so far. For the face, it's sort of like an off-white color, like so. So I'll just double click this and call this base color, and then create a new layer on top of that. So you might want to be a little bit cautious about that. So remember to have an actual hard brush selected at some point. So we have our fill tool, our red color, paint layer. I'm going to fill. This looks pretty good so far. For the face, it's sort of like an off-white color, like so. So I'll just double click this and call this base color, and then create a new layer on top of that for our shading. So this is where coloring gets a little bit complicated because unlike in other at some point. So we have our fill
Okay.
tool, our red color, paint layer. I'm going to, yeah, this looks pretty good so far. For the face, it's sort of like an off-white color, like so. So I'll just double click this and call this base color, and then create a new layer on top of that. For our
Why that
shading,
happen?
so this is where coloring gets a little bit complicated because unlike in other programs where you would normally use clipping layers or a bunch of other things to color, what we want to do is probably select both layers. You basically select one layer, hold shift and then select other layer to select multiple layers, then right click and then go to group and click group. And you'll see why I did that in a second. I pressed space to operate my hand tool so I can move the canvas around. Our mushroom has polka dots, so there are two ways we can go about adding polka dots. The first is on our base color layer. If I go to this sort of checkerboard icon here and I click it, this is called the alpha lock. It will lock all the transparency and make sure that I can't paint on anything other than what's already been painted on. So that means, try as I might, that icon here and I click it, this is on our base color layer. If I go to this sort of checkerboard icon here and I click it, this is called the alpha lock. It will lock all the transparency and make sure that I do that in a second. There, where so we have our fill tool, our red color, paint layer. I'm going to, yeah, this looks pretty good so far. For the face, it's sort of like an off-white color, like so. So I'll just double click this and call this base color, and then create a new layer on top of that. For our shading, so this is where coloring gets a little bit complicated because unlike in other programs where you would normally use clipping layers or a bunch of other things to color, what we want to do is probably select both layers. You basically select one layer, hold shift and then select other layer to select multiple layers, then right click and then go to group and click group. And you'll see why I did that in a second. I pressed space to operate my hand tool so I can move the canvas
doing
around.
that?
Our mushroom has polka dots, so there are two ways we can go about adding polka dots. The first is on our base color layer. If I go to this sort of checkerboard icon here and I click it, this is called the alpha lock. It will lock all the transparency and make sure that I can't paint on anything other than what's already been painted on. So that means, try as I might, I won't be able to go out of lines using my, I'm going to press fill. You'll notice line art. If we
I forgot to merge my.
will pop up a bunch of
Forgot to
options
merge
for us.
my
I'm going to
layers.
press merge with layer below just so our line art is on the same layer. And now we're going to get into coloring. I'm going to turn off my sketch layer. If you double click your layer,
You guys
can
know
also
if
name
there's
them.
a
So I'm just going to
reverse
organize
tool
them
like on
as well
Photoshop.
while we're here. Above my sketch layer and underneath my line art layer, I want to create a new paint layer. This is going to be our coloring. I'm going to go to our fill tool here on our toolbox, and I'm going to select a reddish color. This seems mushroomy enough for us. And then I'm going to press fill. You'll notice that when I had my eraser tool selected in the brush library, like so, when I press fill, it erases. This is because when you have the eraser brush tool selected, it will automatically toggle the eraser tool on. So you might want to be a little bit cautious about that. So remember to have an actual hard brush selected at some point. So we have our fill tool, our red color.
Hold on.
There. I'm going to, yeah, this looks pretty good so far. For the face,
sorry.
it's sort of like an off-white color, like so. So I'll just double click this and call this base color, and then create a new layer on top of that. For our shading, so this is where coloring gets a little bit complicated because
Sorry about that. It was my dog again. He was barking at something outside. Well, anyways, let's get back to the tutorial.
Because unlike in other programs where you would normally use clipping layers or a bunch of other things to color, what we want to do is
Fill
probably
it
select
in.
both layers. You basically select one layer, hold shift, and then select other layer to select multiple layers, then right click and then go to group and click group. And you'll see why I did that in a second. I pressed space to operate my hand tool so I can move the canvas around.
Cool.
Our mushroom has polka dots. So there are two ways we can go about adding polka dots. The first is on our base color layer. If I go to this sort of checkerboard icon here and I click it, this is called the alpha lock. It will lock all the transparency and make sure that I can't paint on anything other than what's already been painted on. So that means, try as I might, I won't be paint on anything other than what's already been painted on. So that means, try as I might, I won't be able to go out of lines using my sort of polka dot color. So this can be pretty good if I want to, like, you know, put in my polka dots like that. This works. This is totally fine. However, if I want to like add shading to the polka dots, but maybe I don't want to add shading to anything else, like say for whatever reason, maybe I want to add blue shading. Now it's a little bit difficult since I'll be like coloring on all the colors. To make things even more complicated, if I did want to erase something, like if I wanted to make these polka dots smaller, if I wanted to erase it, it'll just end up erasing everything because we're all coloring on the same layer. But that's not ideal. So what do? Make a new layer above our base color, make sure these layers are in a group like we did before, and on our new layer, we're going to add our gray polka dot color. All right, but hold on there. Now we are going out of lines, and that's not what we want either. Well, if we go here to this little A or fish looking icon here and we click it, it will clip our gray polka dot color to our base color below. And data is interesting in that you can only really do this sort of clipping function in a group layer, like if you grouped everything together, because what happens is if we ungroup this, they like out of the lines. The reason is because it's not really a true clipping function. It's called inherit alpha, and what it does is that similar to the alpha lock, it will lock everything so that you can only affect what's already been painted. However, inherit alpha will read the entire canvas's colors, including the white background, as like something you've already laid down, which is why your gray color will affect it. So if I went to the background layer and turned it off, you'll notice that it clips perfectly because it's reading the background color as an actual color as well. The way we get around this is by grouping these layers together so that it will only read whatever is in the group as a color to clip to. So we have our polka dotted layer clipped properly. We can start coloring. So if I create another layer over here on top of the base color but under the polka dots, because I want to add some shading to like the actual mushroom, I'm gonna go to our gradient here this time, and I think I will try going with like a sort of blue and then just click and then drag my line in a diagonal motion so I can add this sort of gradient color. So I'll just move that above our polka dots actually, and then just press inherit alpha, and then you see it magically clips, looking very nice. But blue isn't exactly what we want. So over here in our layer docker, above the opacity slider, it says normal. I'm going to click that and then maybe move it to multiply. And then just some like over here to like the actual mushroom. I'm gonna go to our gradient here this time, and I think I will try going with like a sort of blue and then just click and then drag my line in a diagonal motion so I can add this sort of gradient color. So I'll just move that above our polka dots actually, and then just press inherit alpha, and then you see it magically clips, looking very nice. But blue isn't exactly what we want. So over here in our layer docker, above the opacity slider, it says normal. I'm going to click that and then maybe move it to multiply, and then move the opacity down a little bit. I'm also going to make another layer for the eyes. I'm going to select our ellipse tool again, and then change the size down a little. Normal. I'm going to click here. So I'll just move that above our polka dots actually, and then just.
Oh god, I just ruined the polka dots, guys. Man. Yeah. Alright. So we start on the polka dots. Oh, gotta fill them in right now. Okay. Yeah. Oh god, that's horrible. Like my other art style, just badly drawn instead of terrible line art. But you guys won't notice a thing because no one's here. I don't think so. Unless anyone here? No? Oh, okay. Well, anyways.
Press inherit alpha, and then you see a magically
So-
place looking very nice. But blue isn't exactly what we want. So over here in our layer docker, above the opacity slider, it says normal. I'm going to click that and then sort of gradient color. Over here on top of the base color, but under the polka dots, because I want to add some shading to like the actual mushroom. I'm gonna go to our gradient here.
Okay, let's
and
shade.
I will try going with like a sort of blue, and then just click, then drag my line in a diagonal motion so I can add this sort of gradient color.
Alright, let's add a gradient to it.
Polka dots actually, and then just press inherit alpha, and then you see it magically clips, looking very nice. But blue isn't exactly what we want. So over here in our layer docker, above the opacity slider, it says normal. I'm going to click that and then maybe move it to multiply, and then move the opacity down a little bit. I'm also going to make another layer for the eyes. Going to select our ellipse tool again, and then change the size down a little, and then make like some eyes. I can just draw one eye, like fill tool it, go to the layer, and then right click, and then just duplicate it, and then press the move tool here and move it out. If I hold shift before I even like touch anything, then try to move it to the side, then I can just right click it again and then merge with layer below, just so we can get the eyes on the exact same layer. This will be a little easier for us to move around. Now, I'm just going to do some housekeeping and double click each layer to organize it and rename it a little bit. Always useful to keep your layers clean and recognizable. On top of shading, we also want to create another layer for our lighting. Go back to our gradient tool here.
Okay, so it seems like I don't know how to use a gradient tool.
And then click and drag like that. Create this sort of lighting from this angle. If we press our inherit alpha button here, it will clip nicely. And then we can just set it to maybe color dodge for a much brighter adjustment. You can always
is it just the arrow keys
to
reset it?
As you can see, I can kind of shift it. Now for the eyes, I can click in the alpha lock here. Using my brush, I can add in some eye shines. And in the brush library here, if we hover over these little dots in between the dockers, we can also resize them. So I'll just go to my brush library here. If you go down far enough, and you see these sorts of brushes with the little raindrop.
How is she shading it?
These are your smudge tools. So if you're familiar with that, you can also click them and use them to smudge out these eye shines here to give it like background color, that polka dotted layer flipped properly, we can start coloring. So if I create another layer over here on top of the base color but under the polka dots, because I want to add some shading to like the actual mushroom, I'm gonna go to our gradient here this time, and I think I will try going with like a sort of blue, and then just pick, then drag my line in a diagonal motion so I can add this sort of gradient color. So I'll just move that above our polka dots actually, and then just press.
We're just too far from it. Okay, let's try it again. This time, just a little further in. Okay. See the vision. Okay, now I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it. Oh, my food's almost here.
Here in alpha, and then you see it magically clips, looking very nice. But blue isn't exactly what we want, so over here in our layer docker, above the opacity slider, it says normal. I'm going to click that and then maybe move it to multiply, and then move the opacity down a little bit. I'm also going to make another layer for the eyes. I'm going to select our ellipse tool again, then for layer docker, above the opacity slider, it says normal. I'm going to click that and then maybe move it to multiply, and then move the opacity down a little bit. I'm also going to make another layer for the eyes. I'm going to select our ellipse tool again, and then change the size down a little, and then make like some eyes. I can just draw one eye, like
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was trying to take care of my dog and got myself some food. So that's great. Anyways, I only put on a video while I eat because I am hungry. Then also while I'm doing that, I'll download a game that I wanted to try, which is the game Firewatch. Firewatch. Where's it? Yeah. If you guys have any recommendations, talk about, you know, chat about. And if you have played Firewatch, please no spoilers. Anyways, let's put on a video. Of course. So, what should I watch, guys? Any recommendations in chat? No? Because it's just me, so. Let's watch anything, I guess. How about some... Should I watch some movies critical? Yeah. It's cool, but... Oh, look at that. Firewatch. Start downloading. Let's just play it instead, you know? Alright, today I'm eating some potatoes and pizza. I'm sure it's on your ears right now. By your ears is, I mean mine, because no one's here. Well, anyways, let's Anyways, let's get started. You know. Who's this? Which one? Let's go for what's your nature? Slur the word major and it smells like corpse. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She says, the air. Toxicology? Was that a bird? You ask. She says definitely. Where did she hurt your feelings? She asked you if you wanted to split a cheeseburger. Holy crap. I didn't fumble, guys? Nice. So, the elevator. Okay, nice. Okay. You date her over a year? Wow. She drives you absolute nuts. It's great. Move in, you share an apartment near the school with view on mountains. Sheesh. Man, how expensive is that? A view of the mountains and near school? Wow. You two drink the beers out on deck, you drink beers just about anywhere. Oh no, something bad gonna get. Something bad gonna happen. Poor dog. Okay. Which one should I choose? The Beagle or the German Shepherd? I don't think I should choose the Beagle. No, it's like she wants the dog. So. I don't know what's gonna happen in this game, man. I feel like something bad will happen if I don't choose the German Shepherd. But she wants the dog, so I choose the Beagle. I'll choose the Beagle. And Bucket is a better name than Mayhem. I'm sorry. Hmm, nice. 1979. We walk out. We talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat radiates off the high desert. But in the desert? What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some. Couple of idiots. Sure, let's have kids. I'm not really sure. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably best if the parents are hitched. She say she's absolutely right. For trail, Two Forks region overview. So, how you guys liking it so far? I mean, seems pretty deep story right now. So, how you guys like it? Hmm? Sorry about that, guys. Just eating while playing this game. Sorry about that. That guys, I was eating some of my pizza. So, anyways. Mm-hmm. Feels like we're on the trail. When you go outside. Oh. That seems concerning. Oh, there's a reason why this game is called Firewatch, it seems. Oh my god. Oh, thank god. Should I ignore this or should I get mad? Fuck, shouldn't get mad at a drunk person. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's what's sweet. Very nice. Is the path of this trail decided by the options you choose during those sequences? Festival in town. Green smokes from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Yeah, fuck the dog. She yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking. She gets stressed. You confront the attack. I'm gonna be his face. Like, you hit the dog and is scaring my life? Why wouldn't I be his face? Julia asks if you cut your arm, but you beat up the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. And Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to walk that way either. Plans that 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale's in Connecticut, 8,000 miles away. It's a great job, so she wants to move. Back and forth. How don't you just? Why can't I just? Oh, let's convince her not to take the job. Then it doesn't make sense to commute back and forth 2,000 miles every day. You tell her this means you won't have a family. She said that's bullshit. But she asked if taking the job will come with her. You say yes. Again, bullshit. but she decides not to take it. What? So I gaslit my wife? Why wouldn't I just move? Julia asked to leave Boulder on paid leave after having an episode she lost it on colleague for borrowing a book that was important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily blown them 2 days prior. Yeah, we should talk to someone about it. Oh. After seeing multiple doctors having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from an early onset dementia. She is 41. I knew something bad was going to happen. Did not expect dementia. Wow. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments is kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to university. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason. And she has to be brought home by police. She is devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family they are crushed and begin to meet trips from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten up the day. She gets worse. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. You suggest Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It suits you with you for a couple of months. Ugh, man, okay. What should I do? Oh boy. These both suck. Like, do I really trust the full-time care facility? But also, I can't take care of her by myself. That's the facility will have to do. You get something for going backwards. Oh, you can't fall off. Oh my god, a deer or an elk? I'm not sure. Family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder. Move her there. You see her every day, then every other day. You go out and bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, "They put me in a home like Henry did. I'll cut off your balls." So, your old friends that much. Julia's sister, Susan, moves to Boulder to be close with her. He visits her every day. You go with her sometimes. Susan buys you an old typewriter, urges you to use it if you don't want to see a therapist. If you won't see a therapist, you won't. You really like Susan. Months go by, Bucket dies. Gia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. And seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer's coming by and see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Man, this is sad. Holy crap, hey, lookout tower. Can I go backwards? I'm going backwards. Wow. I really like that background, you know? I know it's like 2D, but I see like the mountains. Wow. I really like that. Should probably go into the tower now. Doesn't seem like there's anything for me to do. Unless there's a secret around the corner. No, it does not seem like it. It just seems like a path, like everywhere else. Oh, let's go back. This is where I came from, right? Yeah. Yep. Yep, still watch time. Oh boy. I'm lost. I think I'm lost. Oh god. Where's the lookout tower? Oh, it's up there. I see it. Alright, cool. I made it back. Hop over this. It's a nice move. What was that? So, where? Oh, right there. Thoroughfare lookout. Oh. Nice. Cocaine.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Where's that?
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Never mind.
I know you're there. Your lights are on.
Oh boy. Wait, is this a job for over the summer? I just realized that.
Hello, Two Forks, come back. Pick up your radio.
Okay, but where's the radio though? Oh, that's... Hold on. Seems the real game starts now. Seems the real game starts now. Seems the... Well... Hold on.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, you're probably out here because nobody back home can stand you, which, after this brief introduction, is not a big shock.
Ouch. I'll chalk that up to you being tired and grumpy.
Well, I'd better get some sleep then.
One sec. Now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Good night.
Welcome to the job. Morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Well, you guys. Guess it was a little bit cranky. So seems like there's quick time events over here. Huh. Photo of my wife. I
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it? It's right in the middle of your room. You can't miss it. I'll wait. But I won't wait all day. Just radio me when you find it.
seems like this is the map.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
So now you're ready to work.
I'm new. Wanted to look around.
Honestly, on my first day, I did the same thing. So anyway, This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are those fucking fireworks? I need you to confirm. Do you see them?
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set them straight.
Do I write him a ticket?
Easy there, Dirty Harry.
Well,
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
convenient.
That's one word for it.
Huh. So, seems like this is gonna be the game. Where's West? Jonesy Lake. Okay. Seems pretty easy so far. But I'm sure it's gonna be hard, way harder to navigate whenever this whole forest is on fire or something.
I've got an overgrown trail here,
Yeah, that'll happen.
so I'm screwed when it comes to getting past it.
Screwed until you clear it yourself, yeah.
Great. Well, if I come across some tools, I'll add groundskeeping to my ever-increasing list of responsibilities.
Okay. How do I get past this? Oh, it's cash.
So are there a lot of these out in the woods?
Yeah, we got them all over the Shoshone. It saved us a lot of back and forth from the trailhead. Don't take all the good stuff.
Yeah, all right.
Oh. $86.7786. Ron. Hey man. Guy couldn't take it, so I locked up his lookout and put some stuff in the box. Found one of those bars you like. Hiking into the park, but let's get fucked when I'm back. I'll just leave that there. Where am I?
Hey, there's a tree out here that's been ripped to hell.
And?
Don't you think that's, disconcerting?
Henry, there are 500-pound grizzly bears out here. They sharpen their claws on trees.
We don't have grizzlies in Colorado. People killed them a long time ago.
Well, in the thoroughfare, they hunt people, they kill people, they bury their bodies, and then come back weeks later to eat them because they prefer rotten meat. People just disappear.
Don't you think that's disconcerting?
No, Henry, that's life.
Christ, lady.
Huh. Why would you want to be out here? There's bears that will kill you and eat you.
No, no, no! Oh. Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Okay. You're the one who told me to get the old rope, okay? Okay. Seems I'm going the right way.
I found a bra.
Where?
Down where the idiots were shooting fireworks. I think they're naked.
Neat.
There are, panties?
There are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, 'cause you're 12?
Oh boy.
There's a... Ooh.
Yes?
There are two naked ladies out here.
Can you handle that?
Come on, I like naked ladies, same as anyone, but there's, you know...
Two?
Yeah.
I know this will be tough for you, but try to pick your tongue up off the ground and do your job.
Okay.
This is technically not my job.
Full stereo!
Oh, hey, put that down. Seriously, it was expensive.
Fucking cool it with the fireworks!
Please just put it down. We won't light anymore.
This guy's creepy, Chelsea.
Ha! You probably have a tiny dick.
Chelsea?
It's my boombox.
Can we go? Let's just run to the other side of the lake or something.
Ew, totally. You're gross. You're just some sad man out in the woods.
Sticky keys. Oh. Oh my god. There are actual people here? Or is this bots? Hello? Oh, yeah, I probably should have said my chat isn't working. Hey. Oh my god, someone's in chat. Hello. I'm doing well.
Hey, that go okay?
I hope they drown.
Yow.
I don't think anyone would mourn a couple of future arsonists.
Just gonna go ahead and not log that as a threat?
Thanks.
But seriously, though, thanks for dealing with it.
Jeesh. Would you guys go out in the woods and light fireworks or something?
So they just left their stuff down here, but it would be a bad idea for me to toss it all in the lake, right?
Yes, I don't think that'd be wise. If you could refrain from criminal destruction of personal property while on this job, that'd be great, okay?
Cool. Really? The best game? I've only just heard about it. I heard it was good, so hope I enjoy it too. Oh my god, it's probably yeah. So hello, not Fuke and Nevkip. Oh, trust me, I've already saw his dick, so. Trust me, I did not see that coming, and ooh. Oh boy, I should probably get my screens fixed because just recording the my whole screen right now. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's get back to the game. Also, please do remember the chat is not working for some reason, so I cannot see you on my screen right now. Ooh, whiskey.
I left half a bottle of whiskey. Decent stuff.
Drunk pyromaniacs. Fucking great.
Nice whiskey. I'll take that.
Ferret are Irish.
Sheesh. I'll save this for later.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire, too.
You know, they color-coded the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
Huh. Oh yeah, hold on, I gotta save this for later. Gotta stomp this out. Okay, it seems like they left their backpacks too. Yeah, these girls are not very smart, are they, huh? Man, they're littering too?
Finding a bunch of empty beer cans. They threw them all over hell.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, sure am.
Ugh, people are just the worst, aren't they?
They're not great, no.
Man. Wyoming? Is that where we're at? Red Eagle. There's just something else I can do over there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Stomped out the fire. They're not shooting fireworks anymore. And I gotta find my way back. Where am I? Oh, seems pretty simple. Alright, running. So, am I supposed to fall around here, or... No? How am I supposed to get past the cliff? Run up? No? Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Oh, seems like I gotta find another way. What's this one? It's not a rope on this one. Man, is there just not ropes on any of these? Okay, where am I supposed to go? Oh. Now let's just go through Thunder Canyon. I think that's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, there's more cans.
Should probably make sure those Roman candles aren't there when they come back. Well, I put out their fire.
Man, I would have named that forest fire something good, too.
Hey, I can always restart it.
No. I think your first instinct was the right one.
Oh, Delilah's funny. I'll say that. Okay, did they even leave?
Well, this lake does seem like a good spot to swim, even if the last people to do so were assholes.
Yeah, right now, though, it's all snowmelt, so you'll freeze your balls off. But as hot as it's been, maybe that's a fair trade.
Starting to feel like it. Any chance of those kids getting
Oh, the I means...
this lake, like diphtheria or consumption?
Okay.
Consumption? Not if they're not 19th century chimney sweeps, no.
You know, whatever.
I mean, if they drank a bunch, Giardia maybe, but probably not this time of year.
That's too bad.
Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Oh.
It is a hell of a nice camping spot down here by the lake.
I haven't been down there in years, but yeah, Jonesy Lake area is perfect.
How far away is Delilah?
I'm staring at the big outcropping down here.
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
not quite sure where to look for our pyrotechnicians.
Maybe keep heading west toward the lake.
Hey, I'm back near that big rock outcropping, but not sure how to get back.
I'd head west, back towards the lake, and then turn north towards the canyon.
Oh, okay, so I was right. Okay, cool. Following the music, following the music. Wait, is there another?
Well, their underwear is still strewn all over down here.
Well, it is a particularly warm evening. Not sure I blame them.
Head north? What's the north? Okay, cool. I'm here. Alright. Let's see. Alright, let's probably check up on chat. Yeah, this game is beautiful. I'll tell you that. Like, just the backgrounds and everything, and especially the sun. Like, I love the lighting in this game. Oh, walk a bit further? Okay, I'll do that. Whoa.
So, I have a bit of a confession to make.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know, I know I can get a little pushy, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
It's fine.
I'll keep that sort of a thing to a minimum. Anyway, let me know when you get back to your lookout.
Oh yeah, I'm also wondering, do the choices you make in the, like the, I don't know, the well, before this part of the game, do they matter? Like, I don't know if you didn't choose to, make Julia your wife, would that matter or no? Does that change anything? No.
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm out to the north.
Well, that's bad, right? Because of the lightning?
It just means we'll be busy. Hurry home, and try not to get hit by lightning.
I got hit by lightning when I was 9 years old, so I'm safe. It's not gonna strike twice and all that.
Well, there was an old lookout named Roy Sullivan who got hit by lightning 7 times.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, it wasn't what killed him.
What killed him?
Suicide. Would you believe?
Huh. Isn't that a real story? Oh, another cache. Nice.
I get the sense that not everything in here is useful.
In the boxes? Why's that?
I don't really know what I'll do with the deer horn.
Firstly, they're called antlers. And secondly, stay out here long enough and you'll get creative.
Nice.
I found a flashlight.
There's one in there? Great. Well, the sun's gonna go down soon, so if the batteries still work, you're in luck.
Okay, I'm trying to put it back. Are you serious? Oh.
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon?
Hey, I didn't name it. But in the cave, I don't know, rocks? NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous.
So
I say, fuck it. You're a grown man, you can go where you want.
great. Used to go caving with someone back in Colorado. She loved it. Might be great to explore it sometime this summer.
Well, that could be fun. Obviously, be very careful.
Yikes. Caving?
It doesn't seem that dangerous. Whoa, whoa! Oh, no!
Henry!
Seriously, it's completely fine in here.
God damn it.
Hello? Oh!
Yeah, no. So I assuming that person is his wife. He was talking
This
about.
cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
Ah, damn.
Wait.
Yeah, but maybe you can find another one to get your caving kicks in.
Oh, this one's so close to home and convenient, though.
Aw, sorry, Hank.
Yeah, I like their yeah, what's it called? The conversations. They're fun. Funny.
There's some guy out here giving me the creeps.
The creeps? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Henry, there's something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
Look, bumping into someone in the middle of nowhere is part of the fun.
this game's not gonna jump scare me or anything, right? Where'd that do go? Oh, let's shoot. Oh, close. Yeah, and I could not do this. Would you be able to do all this? Oh boy. Oh, how nice. Eesh. That's gotta hurt your fingers.
Well, that trail isn't closed anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took care of the blocked path. It was backbreaking, but, you know, anything for the service.
Well, thank you.
Anytime. So it's, just the outhouse, then, in terms of going to the bathroom?
You're a man, Henry. You can go wherever you want. Well,
Why is there a
number
baseball
one,
on
at
here?
least. And, full disclosure, I pee wherever I want as well.
Very nice. Oh, I'll just keep that right there.
So this generator is all the power I've got out here.
Yep, it doesn't go through much gas, and, well, you don't have much in the way of electronics, so...
What about my hairdryer?
Oh, I'm sorry. You might just have to make peace with freezing locks.
I could never. I feel like I'm gonna be murdered when I'm in the outhouse.
Feeling a little exposed, are we?
Hey, no man in the history of the world has felt tough with his pants around his ankles.
Well, be strong. You can always call if you're having trouble.
Sure, I'll do that.
Nice. Oh,
What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground outside of my tower.
oh right, it's the
Right.
1980s.
Yeah, look, the wind? No. How the hell?
You should get inside.
Fuck me.
Oh boy, is that the dude? Oh boy, oh boy.
Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
Yeah, what? Why would someone do this?
The place is trashed. I can't believe this shit. You hear anything yet?
Okay, I put in a call.
That was fast.
Yeah, well, do you have any idea who could have done this?
Maybe that guy I saw in the canyon, but I don't know why the fuck he'd want to mess with my stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
this
I'll
is
have the
weird.
Rangers keep an eye out for a man hiking on his own and question him if they find him. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some deranged hiker going after lookouts? Great. Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here.
Just going to the Forest Service weapons cache and I'll feel safer than the Pope in his little car.
Yeah, someone made the choice years ago that leaving people with infinite amounts of alone time and a gun was kind of a bad idea.
Yikes.
Grenades?
I'll see what I can do.
Probably don't.
What was that?
Probably don't need this in my life right now.
Wake up! Hey, wake up!
Well, wait. Let's check this chat. Wait, you can slip in the cave? Watch your gear. Oh. You have a good day too. Not cute. Ken, Nep, Kip. You too. Great talking. Or chatting. Yeah, chatting.
I'm awake. I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either. I don't really know why that would be the case.
There's no backup?
The backup is the 2-day hike out of here.
So that's a no?
It's easier for me
What?
to send all the lookouts out to check the status of the wire in their areas. Yours is a good hike away. If you find any portion of it down, I can try to get a hold of a ranger and he'll bring someone in to fix it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But thanks rhymes with Hank.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, all right.
Huh. Please do. Please do. Well, I think this is it. I think I'm done for today. So, got one viewer. Gotta check the YouTube. No one's there. Anyways, remember, follow, like, and subscribe, or whatever. And see you next time on Neptrimals.